And so I've put the challenge out to anyone who wants to join me at a free time, a lunch. Go ahead and get me at my office hours because I would be honored to go ahead and teach your brain a new sequential trick that will it'll make you a better person, it'll make you a smarter individual. So it's a funny talent, it's a trick, and I learned this in my early 20s. And the reason why I wanted to is because I've always been fascinated by the motor control of certain people from like Cirque du Soleil. So I only brought 3 today. I'm almost at the point where I can do 5 now. So I can keep 5 in there at the same time. And I'd be honored to teach you guys how to juggle, but if you'll allow me to, maybe I could show you a couple of the tricks I've picked up over the years. So shaky hands aren't good for juggling. Okay, so hold on. Wrong direction. There we go. Okay, so most people when they juggle, they try to juggle one in front of each other and they find themselves walking, right? So what you have to do is you have to pretend it's a picture frame and you're throwing it up to the upper right and the upper left. Now, that's typical juggling. This is just with 3. One is in the air at all times. But then there's something called the waterfall, when we can start waterfalling. Now, how many of you in the room juggle? Okay, so what we know is you don't always start with 3. In fact, you actually are supposed to start with just 2. And you got to get that down. So when you have the one at its peak, you throw up the next ball as on the way to down. So you can do this and you can get super great heights. You could stop the momentum, you can bring it down to a very small level. And let's see if I'm probably going to bail on these guys. Okay, so here we go. And this one usually doesn't work out very well, but when you do it with hacky sacks, it's kind of fun because if it's played right, you can do it off of different body parts. So one of the fun things to do is to learn. Hey, Renee, real quick. There you go. So one of the cool things is if you can get another set. So if you've got 2, the other person has 2, and there's 1 in the middle. That's how you can juggle across great ways. So these are super simple and easy to juggle with just simply based on their shape and their size and their weight. I've moved it up. I can actually now juggle with weighted pins. Not typical bowling pins, but the ones that have like sand in the bottom of them. About 2 years ago, I got brave and I decided to catch them on fire. So let's fast forward. That didn't work. So that didn't work very well, so I wasn't able to because when the fire is on the tip, it's usually because there's a fluid on there, right? Well, fluids, when they're flipped, have liquid and mechanical physics behind them, and they start to spray. And then I got on fire. So we decided not to do that. So what I'm going to ask is, if you want to come so we don't hit the lights a little bit, it's all about timing. Is it time to go?
Yeah, it's 40.
Cool. So give it a toss, like right in the middle if you can. Perfect. Whoa, that's a little high. Here, one more time. Try to bring the ball like straight down in between my hands. Perfect throw. And then when you can balance that with another person, you are throwing that middle ball at them, and then you can keep 5 juggling with 2 people. So that's my weird talent. Thank you.